Arcturian group message via Marilyn Raffaele. Dear readers, welcome to our message in these times of struggle for so many. Know that by holding the light of truth at all times in spite of outer appearances, you are helping to dissolve the energies that support and maintain them. Universal beliefs based in duality, separation, and two powers have tainted everything on Earth, resulting in the third-dimensional world you are familiar with. A world where animals are dangerous, bugs are poisonous, people kill, cheat, and malign one another, and where individuals are judged by the color of their skin. The belief that self-preservation is a right and a law has resulted in crime, suffering, and every war. This is the world that most have come to know and accept as reality, but is not the world of God's creating, rather is the world of man's creating. Illusion. Every person unconsciously seeks the fulfillment of their oneness. But because most remain unaware of their true nature, they seek it in the outer world where, when found, is never permanent. Duality. Earth and all life on her have long lived under a dense shadow of ignorance, but have reached a place of spiritual readiness for more. The time has come for mankind to wake up to the fact that yes, indeed there is a God, but not one far away needing to be found, but rather one needing to be recognized as the essence of every living thing. For too long mankind has been praying, to a concept made in man's image that lives in the sky with a list of who is naughty or nice in order to punish, condemn, or reward them according to rules created by human, conditioned minds that hold or have held in the past positions of religious or governmental authority. Know this: the only hell that exists is the one of man's making. The whole evolutionary journey. Every good, bad, or horrible experience, every thought, every belief or action taken throughout hundreds of lifetimes lived as male, female with black, white, brown, or yellow skin has been for the purpose of bringing every individual to a place of readiness for consciously knowing that their real identity, divine consciousness. At some point every person must accept and begin to live from the truth that their real identity, not the ego sense of self, is an expression of the one and only thing there is, divine consciousness. Because this thing is infinite, omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient, it can only express and manifest itself. Nothing else exists from which anything could be made. Every person's true identity as divine consciousness individualized makes them a creator, consciously or unconsciously creating from the contents of their state of consciousness. Divine consciousness is and will continue to express itself as infinite form and variety. Animals and all life expressions, both seen and unseen, are not meant to behave like or be compared in value to humans, because they are already perfect expressions of a divine idea in the mind of God with their own spiritual identity. Ideas of dangerous or poisonous, good or bad creations do not and have never existed in divine mind. In the world of God's creating, the lion lies down with the lamb, and humans, animals, plants, trees, bugs, all live in alignment as the one in expression. As a person practices and lives the truth about him, herself and everyone else, over time, and it often takes years, they gradually move beyond the three-dimensional barriers that have held them in bondage and evolve through grace and the higher self's determination of their readiness into a state of Christ consciousness. Christ means light, enlightenment, and is not a person but a title. You are all Christ's, but have not yet attained the consciousness of it. The process cannot be hurried or forced through rites and rituals, it is a divinely guided journey. An intellectual knowledge of spiritual truth will not automatically manifest outwardly because knowledge is not consciousness. This has caused some to lose interest in their spiritual journey because they expect their knowledge of spiritual truth to manifest, and when it doesn't, they assume it was all a lie. Consciousness is the substance of form, and the intellectual knowledge of spiritual truth is just the first step toward attaining the consciousness of it. When you begin anything, you first think about the steps involved, knowledge, and then over time and with practice it becomes a permanent and automatic facet of your consciousness. Evolution works the same way. The spiritual journey is often difficult in the beginning because so much of what is known and familiar must be let go of in order to make room for that which is new and higher. In order for this to happen, experiences of discord or failure are often necessary, but these experiences should never be seen as failures or going backwards, but rather as graduations that lead to new levels of awareness. Because it is the reality, every soul will eventually attain the consciousness of their oneness with God and all life and forever leave behind concepts of duality, separation and two powers, along with seeking and begging from a God outside of self. It is at this point that every soul moves from sitting at the feet of a spiritual master to sitting beside the master, which is not ego but reality. I is the name of God and refers to your real self and not the personal ego self. Be very careful how you use this word, because when you say to yourself and others, I am sick, I am poor, I always fail, I am a victim, etc., etc., you as a creator are further creating and empowering that particular belief. Consciousness is the substance of form interpreted through mind, as the time has come to understand and accept the tremendous power you hold within and come out from under the umbrella of believing that you are just a human being forever subject to man-made beliefs and rules about everything. Claim your divinity, dear ones. You are ready. We are the Arcturian group.